This is fantastic. It's like 60 degrees outside. It's the middle of February. It's a fake spring right now, so we're getting some projects done. Today we're testing out the CarLinkit. This is a wireless CarPlay solution for vehicles. I haven't even opened it yet. I have no idea if it's going to work, so let's get started. Join me. Good morning. Welcome back to another short product video, short testing video for midweek. Today we're testing out the CarLinkit full Android system. So apparently this runs the iOS CarPlay features on the Android system. This is very useful for, say, GMC Sierras. GMC will, for whatever reason, the 2025, 2024, 2025 GMCs will only do CarPlay in a half screen, and they'll do Android Auto on the full screen. So using this kit, at least on that platform, you can use CarPlay full screen because it'll emulate it on Android. For the Subaru Outback, I'm in my 2020 Subaru Outback right now. I'm hoping it gives me wireless CarPlay. That'd be nice to have. Apparently it comes with some other features. I'll go over those in a second. And we'll really see what this is. This is one of those things that Uncle Charlie sends me, and he's like, you need to get this right now. This will be really good. And I'm like, okay, let's go for it. So I ordered one, he ordered one. We'll see what happens. So some of the basic functions of this kit is built-in 4G full Netcom module for networking, and also can use mobile phone hotspot Wi-Fi for networking. Support wireless CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. You can download a large number of apps from the application store. Streaming apps like YouTube and Netflix on the car screen. Interesting. This is what it is. So you open it up and you get this little box. Inside the box is the holder for it, and it looks like a USB-C to USB-C and a USB-C to USB-A. Obviously, we're going to be using the USB-C to USB-A in the 2020 Subaru Outback. The newer Subarus have USB-C ports, but I am still on USB-A, so we'll use this. So installation should be fairly straightforward here. Peel off these nice peels. Always satisfying. So really, it's just you connect this to your car, and then you wirelessly pair your phone to this. And that's it. This just lives in your car. So as far as ports go, real quick, we'll look at this. So the only thing on the back here is a USB-C port for whichever cable you use. And then there's a port for a micro SD card here, and then a SIM card over there. Looks like that's it. There's no buttons. There's two lights here. Otherwise, it's called the CPC 200-T-Box Plus. This is the 8GB / 128GB model. Whatever that means, I don't know. So really, it just says plug it in and go, so that's what we will do. I'll also switch to handheld camera so you can see what my car is doing right now. So I have it plugged in. So enable CarPlay, don't show again. Yes, enable CarPlay. So it should just run. By the way, CarPlay is installed by default, or is the default thing. It loads. There's a button on the back you can press to switch the modes. So it wants to restart to screen calibration. Now it's restarting. Okay, it's loading this. I'm realizing my screen here is filthy. Warning, for your safety, not operating, blah, blah, blah. Yes, do not show this again. Agree and accept. So it looks like a Android interface, but CarPlay is up here. This is interesting. This is weird. Oh, this is weird. So I can just punch in YouTube and wow, just right to YouTube. So it's like a fake me out CarPlay. This could be interesting. It looks like it is precise location. So if I just turned on my hotspot and just used my hotspot every time I get in the car, I think this would just use its own CarPlay. Alright, so now it's connected to my CarPlay, which is strangely a higher resolution than the CarPlay I'm used to. It's like, I think usually it's like 3 icons tall, and now this is 4 icons tall. That's pretty cool. So it puts everything on one screen. That's cool. So this is the original CarPlay interface. So when I could just get in, I'm completely wireless on my phone. Turn that off. It's not even doing anything. And it is an updated CarPlay interface here. I just opened my garage door inside the car. That's kind of cool as well. Waze doesn't seem to be doing too much yet, but oh, it's because I'm off-road. That's why. I'm in the middle of nowhere. This is the standard one. So if I want to go back to car, I hit car, it drops me back to this. If I hit car again, it drops me back to the car interface. So you start in like the middle ground. You start in the box, and then you can press the auto kit, and then that takes you to the actual CarPlay interface for your phone. If you don't want to be in that, you hit car again, you go back to that middle ground, which is the box's controller, which is running on Android, and then if you hit car again, it takes you back to the standard Subaru interface. So there's like 3 different levels now, but it looks like this middle level may be the best. You can go to YouTube and go for it. I'm going to turn on my hotspot on my phone. So I'm running on my home Wi-Fi now instead of my hotspot because I don't have any cell service here. So I can load up the Vanagon video I just did.
Oh yeah, we got the van running in the last video. Everything's working great. I can drive it around town. No, I can't. Do I need to load the part scanning back up?
I won't do this while driving, I promise.
Yeah, I do. But I got some parts.
I won't.
We're going to clean some stuff up, regulate some fuel pressure.
Wow.
See if it works.
This is game changing. So maybe we might need something like that. That Wi-Fi box. I forget the name of it, the one that I use when I'm camping to extend Wi-Fi. Maybe it needs to have like a personal Wi-Fi in here. Oh, it's been there the whole time. It's called Apple AirPlay. I didn't even see that. So you see it on there. It's called Apple AirPlay, and then as soon as that loads, there's your phone. Throw on a TikTok.
The 2024 season comes to an end. Good night.
So you can literally just screen share to your phone, and you can't touch it. It's just screen mirroring, so it's whatever's on there. So that's not as nice as having apps just built into it, but you can watch TikToks. Somebody could be over here in the passenger seat using their phone, and then you can see it from here, or they can just watch a movie from there. So that's an easy way, so you don't got to pair everybody's phone to it. You might not want to do that. And that's just one of the many apps. GPS test, Google, Bluetooth phone. Okay, so if I could Bluetooth to my cell phone. My car is not happy that I'm sitting here with it just running. So yeah, as I mentioned, this is the interface. You can press car, back to there, back to CarPlay, it opens up this middle ground interface, and then if I hit AutoKit, it'll go to my actual, it'll wirelessly connect over to it probably. It's going to have to turn off the internet again, and then connects right back to my CarPlay. That's wild. That's wild. And then the whole thing crashed. Still, that's cool. I'm going to test this for a few days. I can come back and give an update if anything's changed. I might take this to work tomorrow and see how it goes. We'll see. I still have to do spark plugs, so maybe not. But so far, it's really cool. Let me turn the car on. I've been sitting here for 10 minutes and I literally killed my car's battery just now. Wonderful. Anyways, it works great. Don't run anything when you're running a not to spec battery in your car. Anyways, I'll report in a little bit. Catch you soon. All right, and now for everyone with the late model GMC Sierra trucks or Silverados, either one. This is how the CarLinkit works on your vehicle. So we're inside Charlie's GMC Sierra. This is his CarLinkit box. It will just plug right into the port here. He did mention though that he has to unplug this every time he gets out of the vehicle because these ports are powered all the time.
Yeah,
It's not like on now, but
I think it keeps it powered if it's on. I don't know. I come back in here, it'll be flashing.
okay. So first, the stock experience. This is the annoyance that people with these vehicles want to fix.
So nice wide screen until.
This is him plugging in just his phone, not the CarLinkit.
Okay. It's factory CarPlay. Lock your phone. Here we go.
I mean, everything's tiny.
Yeah. So CarPlay, tiny everything. Just not good with displays. Same for traffic.
And there's no way to expand this. This
Yeah,
clock is always
it's
here.
either a clock or the integrated things. So there's the factory map on the side, so you can.
So this is only on Apple CarPlay. Android Auto on this truck is full screen always.
Yes.
It's only they haven't fixed it. The CarPlay is half screen for whatever reason. That's what they decided to do. So this is what the CarLinkit is going to fix.
So unplug the phone, plug the CarLink in. So when you get the CarLink, it will be configured for CarPlay out of the box, which is what you think you want, but it's not. You want this to be in Android Auto mode. So there's a little button in here that you press.
This is what tells the truck, hey, I'm an Android, so it's going to make it the Android full screen experience. And instead of saying, hey, I'm an iPhone, and then it'll make it the half screen.
So it's a little hacky when you set this up. The truck sees it as a Android or a Pixel, if I remember correctly. Connections, phones. So it sees my phone, and it will say it's connecting to a Pixel. So sometimes what I've found, it can get into a little loop where the truck says, oh, I'm connecting to Android Auto, confirm it on your Pixel. But you can't confirm it because it's this box and there's no way to confirm anything. So you may get stuck in a little loop. What I did with mine, which may have caused part of the issue, is you can set it up under the settings, which I did look. This was up to date when I connected it up to Wi-Fi. But I set it up so that it starts automatic with AutoKit. AutoKit is the app that you want to use, which then connects to your phone through CarPlay. So now we have this nice large display the way that it should be, the way that it's intended to be. Only downfall that I've found with this, which I'm still playing around with, which I've done some reading online about, is there is definitely a audio delay. It's very short. I know Mike and I have encountered it when he's using it on his car. I've also encountered it on this. I have not tried talking to you. It might be an extra bad delay.
Oh, that would be bad.
But there's been some instances where I can just tell like the audio quality isn't as good as, being hardlined. With my other car, the BMW, I did a lot of research into CarPlay in general, and there's a lot of discussion between the wireless CarPlay losing audio quality over the hardwired. So I have been playing around with wireless, hardwired, and this. I can definitely tell that the CarLinkit has lower audio quality. It's evident when you're utilizing things like Siri. Hey Siri, what's the weather?
It's currently cloudy and 78 degrees. Expect rain starting in the evening. Temperatures are heading down from 78 to 56 degrees tonight.
So I've found that with music, it's pretty good. It's not exact, but if I shift back over here to CarPlay and do the same, and Mike and I were just discussing, he almost wonders if it's just an older version of Siri built in to the device.
Because remember, the device is just emulating CarPlay. You're actually running it from your phone at that point. You're running it on the version that's on that device. So whatever version that is. So this is going to be the same thing, but with the phone plugged in. So we're using the latest version of iOS on the phone, no CarLinkit.
Hey Siri, what's the weather?
Currently cloudy and 78 degrees. Expect rain starting in the evening. Temperatures are heading down from 78 to 56 degrees tonight.
So if I was going to describe the difference, I would say that this is coming through like a device, like a laptop or something, and the other one sounds like it's coming through a phone. Like you're talking to a automated system and it's a little garbled. It's like there's definitely a bit rate issue between the two. When I read into it for the CarLinkit, is Carlin, right? Yeah, CarLinkit.
Oh, CarLinkit. I've been calling it CarLinkit.
Carlin.
I never pronounce things right.
Carlin. I don't know. The Chinese CPC 200 T-Box Plus. It states that it's powerful enough to correct any audio issues. They've got dozens of other ones of these, and I can't tell what one does that the other one doesn't do. I did send them an email. I haven't heard back from them yet, but my interpretation of this is that it's basically a Google Pixel device in here to an extent, and it's emulating software for the CarPlay. So it works. Does it work perfect? No. Is it a little laggy? Yes. Also noticed it where a song will end and you've got like 1 second left. The bar's still going across and you start the new song and it's still going. So nitpicking on things, it was $150 or whatever. If I was going to be doing a long road trip and I wasn't towing, I would 100% use the box because I have my full map and everything else. If I'm towing, I'm probably going to default back to the split screen since I can still see my trailer stuff. If I'm driving around town and don't want to have to deal with connecting something and disconnecting something repeatedly, I'm probably just going to use CarPlay in the truck. I like it. For me, it's a little glitchy though, and like I was saying, it's a little hacky to get it to work properly. So maybe I need to do an update because I think yours is working pretty good.
I haven't had any issues.
Maybe I need to plug it into a computer and see what happens.
I've never done that either.
So, or maybe I just have an oddball one.
I mean, like on mine, on the Outback, I've noticed the audio delays. Like if I hit next or like rewind 30 seconds on a book, it'll take a second to actually do that. Audio quality, I haven't really noticed any difference. I use Tidal for music streaming, so with absolute high quality set, I don't notice any issues with that. I don't really use Siri, I didn't even notice it. I probably wouldn't have noticed it even if I did. But yeah, it's a high resolution on the Outback, but I haven't had any issues with that. Maybe because I don't have to emulate the Android experience like this.
Yeah, you're just using it to give yourself wireless CarPlay. I already have wireless CarPlay. Only reason I'm using hardwired is so I can flip easily. But I'm basically using an Android device to emulate CarPlay to then wireless broadcast CarPlay, which is already running on the phone. So it's very possible that
Delay is understandable.
Creating some sort of loop with it one way or another. But it works. And if GM flipped this to be full screen tomorrow, I would have no use for this. I would probably use the device in my Subaru or something that has an old unit. But I mean, you can get back, do things.
Now this is back in the CarLinkit.
This is the CarLinkit thing here. It's got widgets and everything on it. I don't know how anything on these work. I have yet to figure out how to change that from kilometers an hour to miles per hour. But it's got full Android on it, and you can play movies and everything else and use Spotify.
Probably looks a lot better on this than on my car. We watched the YouTube on my car. I connected it early in this video. I connected it to Wi-Fi and I put on YouTube and watched YouTube. But Subaru screen is vertical. So you got a really tiny little screen right in the middle. This probably looks pretty sweet when it's playing.
The channel. Today I'm going to be using the 4 Uncles brake bleeding kit to bleed the brakes on my 2020 Subaru Outback. This is going to be a very short video, very quick, to the point. Let's go.
It looks so much better than on the Subaru.
Now the audio's good.
Yeah.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be using, again, the 4 Uncles 2000cc max capacity brake bleeding kit.
It's delayed.
On my 2020 Subaru Outback. I'm going to show you how to use this, set
Smack.
it up,
Smack.
and very quickly change
Click.
the brake fluid. So we're going to get started.
It's close.
It's very close.
That's a little nitpicky.
But you know how I am with audio stuff.
Sometimes even with these, I thought, would it almost be better just to, instead of using CarPlay, just turn your hotspot on and just use the CarLinkit system natively.
I've wondered about using just Android Auto.
Using you can do anything.
Yeah, the only thing you lose is messaging, but is that really that big of a deal?
And of course, I forget to shoot an outro to this. Anyways, here we are. So the thoughts on the CarLinkit. I like it. I actually like it a lot. I went in to get it for the wireless CarPlay in the Subaru, and it works really well. I get in the car, it connects. If the car is warming up and just sitting there and I'm away and I come to the car, it connects. It just works really well. So if you want it for that kind of reason, or you want to be able to like watch a movie on the screen, it'll work for that. From what we learned from Charlie, you might have a hit or miss experience if you use it with the Silverado or GMC. I still think it's worth a try. You will get that full screen CarPlay. He might have had issues because he's also connecting to it wirelessly, so there might be like a conflict there. So if you erased everything and just used the CarLinkit for its purpose in the truck, you might have a better time. And if you don't do any towing and you don't care to have a camera up the whole time, even better. Then you would like to have just that one screen the whole time. So, and really, this isn't just the Subaru Outback and the GMC. Any car that has CarPlay, you can use this on. As long as there's wired CarPlay, Android or Android Auto or CarPlay, this will work for it. It obviously won't work if you just have a normal car without any CarPlay features. It needs CarPlay to emulate CarPlay, or Android Auto to emulate Android Auto. So you need to have at least that, but this will give you wireless if you don't. So yeah, I recommend it. I would definitely check it out. I will put a link to it in the comments below. Also, I on the site, I'm gonna link the one I ordered on the site. It is, I think it was like 128 gigabyte model. I don't think you need that unless you really want the extra space on it. I just got the top end one because that's what Charlie did, so I did the same. But unless you're like actually storing videos on its little SD card, I don't think you need to get the huge 128 gigabyte model. I think it was like $110 for that one. But I'll put a link to it in the description below. Just know that there's not really any known differences in them, at least that I'm aware of. So if you find any, drop them in the comments below. If you like this kind of content, hit that subscribe button. I will catch you next time. Peace.